I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Today we're taking a field trip to the Lansing Mega Mall, Michigan's most unique shopping place. When I first started working in Lansing, I would come up here on my lunch hour occasionally just to wander through. Kind of got hooked on it. Why don't I take you inside and show you around? Okay, Richie, how did you get started with a Mega Mall?
Oh, Mega Mall, that's a fun story. So, I actually originally had a small toy store called Richie's Playhouse.
Okay.
We specialize in Beanie Baby. That's the big joke that I made my first.
Was that out here in the mall by the
Yep.
road? Yep.
That was
great.
it. Yep, Richie's Playhouse, yep. So the joke is I made my first million selling Beanie Babies, you know, so maybe not a million, but I had a little booth in here selling my beanies, and I'm the second owner. The previous owners were selling the business, and I had a bunch of Beanie Baby money. I wasn't married, so I had to do something with my money, so
Well, that's
I
great.
literally just bought the Mega Mall.
Well, it seems to be doing wonderful. I mean, there's always people here.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about the bones of the business. I mean, you own the space and you rent to separate vendors?
Yeah, so we're technically the largest antique and collectible mall in the state of Michigan, 40,000 square feet, all one entity. We have 400 booths and showcases.
Wow, 400.
400. And we currently rent to 258 individual people. Most people have one booth, some people have several. You know, there's probably 25% that do it for a living, 50% do it enough to sell some junk so they can go buy some more junk, and then there's 25% that just like having a small booth and something to do as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So a good wide mix of people and stuff. Been here 21 years. I've been owning it 14 years.
Wow.
And it's just been a joy ever since I took over 14 years ago.
That's really cool. Most people that come here, I mean, that sell out of your store, are they local or do they come from any distance?
Certainly most are local, the dealers are, but we have dealers from out of state all over the place. We get a ton of customers from the Detroit, Ann Arbor, Brighton, Howell area. A lot of dealers come down here and shop the Mega Mall. This is a great place for dealers to shop. They take it back to their shops because prices here tend to be extremely reasonable, and we move a lot of merchandise here. A lot of merchandise.
Yeah, I know. I come here at least once a week. When I was working at Denver, I came here more often than that. But now that I'm retired and living in Kalamazoo, I don't get up here quite as often. But I still like to come in here at least once a month just to see what you got.
Right. You know what, Dave? I tell you what I did a couple of years ago, which is kind of an interesting story. Mega Mall is a very unique place, and everybody that comes to Mega Mall for the first time, they're instantly hooked. They love the place. And we started courting a younger crowd a few years ago, try to create new customers into the marketplace and getting the kids more involved and stuff, the 20-somethings. And so we started courting that crowd. We actually started taking antiques off from some of the advertising and the billboards and stuff. We actually renamed the Mega Mall from Mega Mall Antiques and Collectibles to Mega Mall, Michigan's most unique shopping experience. And we started selling the business as an experience, a walk down memory lane. You know, one of our taglines is Mega Mall, something for everyone. Mega Mall, millions of memories, thousands of items, you know, just as an experience, and getting people through the door and creating an atmosphere where people just come and enjoying the shop. They're not coming certainly looking for a certain item, but they're coming for the whole experience, like you would just go out shopping and stuff, and it seemed to work really, really well.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I know I enjoy it a lot, and because I'm an old antique tool collector, which my fans know, I've got an awful lot of saws off of you guys.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
That's been the big thing. Is I originally started trying to learn how to sharpen saws, and somebody told me get some junkers, and then you can practice on those. One led to 2, and then led to 20, and now there's many saws at my place. So
yeah, that's the way it usually works. Yeah. So I'm a toy guy. I did the same with toys. So.
I understand. I had a young son, and we kind of gathered up toys, and he now has a huge pile of them. He's almost 30.
All right.
So
okay.
He's got a pretty good collection of his own.
Speaking of weird collections, I started collecting old Afghans a couple of years ago, and it's turned into an obsession. It was a joke between me and my 12-year-old son. We picked up a couple of the old Afghans at a garage sale, and I started rescuing them because you can find them for $1 or $2, you know. And nobody makes them anymore. So somehow 2 years later, people buy me Afghans and stuff now. I have almost 500 vintage Afghans now, and they're all in my basement in a room, piled up high and stuff.
Oh, man.
But they're all really cool. They're all unique and everything. So who knows? Maybe I'm onto something. You know,
might need to set up a booth.
Right, exactly. So.
I'm sure there's somebody out there in the world that would say, "You've got 500. Can I see them?"
Right. I'm sure so.
I get those kind of questions. Somebody wants to see, oh, that thing that you had in your hand at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. Can I look at it?
Right.
No, I was at an antique store. It's long gone. I can't see it anymore. So.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
So Mega Mall's a great place. Full service cafe here 7 days a week. We do events all year round. Christmas open house. We do the big cabin fever days in February. Summers are great. We do our outdoor flea markets every third Sunday of the month.
Been here, done that.
Last year we added a new element on Thursdays. We do junk in the trunk every Thursday evening now. And we added a car show element this year. So every Thursdays we're open late here at the Mega Mall. And we do a little outdoor junk in the trunk and car show and swap meet. You know, that's something new. You know, we're always evolving, always doing new things.
Didn't you have an auction house too?
Yep, the auction house is just down the road a mile south of us. Another couple, Gary and Renee, they run that business now. It's still called the Mega Auction House, but yeah, so that's still up and running, and they do auctions every Wednesday night.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, Lansing is a great town to come visit.
Sure is. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Ricky.
Hey, thank you.
I'm going to take the guys out and show them around the store a little bit. And as you can see, the store is huge. There's more than 100 feet of glass cabinets just in this aisle alone. And they're full of things. Not just tools either. They've got jewelry just piled of it everywhere. Collectibles and knickknacks. Jackknives if you're into it. There's a nice one, 20 bucks. Not limited to any one thing. The people who rent the booths can have anything in their booth. So we've got a license plate from 1985, the Brooklyn Explanant Addict, I don't even know what that is, a collection of pipes, and look, there's Beanie Babies and Pez dispensers. I didn't realize that there was such a large market for license plates. Folding knives, a little restaurant area to sit down and have a cup of coffee while you're walking. I love coming here. There's always something new. Every time you go into a booth, it's a different place. For you marine collectors, they've got Johnson Seahorse 5 horsepower outboards. I had a Johnson myself when I was a kid. Wonderful machines. Craftsman, made in USA, $9.99. Stanley Handyman, $7.99. Pipe wrenches. Now that everybody's using PVC pipe, doesn't really call for a whole lot of pipe wrenches anymore, but there's still a lot of iron pipe around in the world. 24-inch rigid pipe wrench, $29.99. That's a good price. Stained glass, upper and lower double hung window, $125. That's not a bad price. Craftsman blowtorch can be yours for 12 bucks. Great neck aluminum plane, $9.99. For you guys that want to shave like your father did, double-edged safety razor. And another Sears plane, $9.99. Can't find those prices on eBay. Giant Reese hitch. Not gonna pick that one up, that's too heavy. I'm gonna take you back to one of the rust places. Wrenches, socket sets, wooden planes. And you know my favorite, the multi-tool. And I can just keep walking down the aisle picking up more stuff. Saws, levels, wooden clamps, extension cords, chains, buck saws, fishing poles like the ones I had when I was a kid. That's the Lansing Mega Mall, a huge building full of memories. If If you guys have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments below. You know, I read them all. Thanks for watching.